Daredevil Born Again. Oh wait, let me finish that.
Born again. What's up, everyone? My name's Hydrarex. That's Spidernoir14, and today you're watching Nitride, and we're doing episode 3 of Daredevil Born Again Reaction. Woo woo!
Brr.
All right, now that intro is out of the way, as you already know, I'm Hydrarex.
I don't even know who I am anymore, man. No, I'm Spidernoir14.
And today, this video is sponsored by Dr. Squash.
What?
No, I'm just playing. I wish it was, though. As the title suggests, we just watched Daredevil Born Again episode 3, and oh my gosh, guys, it was an episode. Let's just say that. I know last week's episode we did a really late reaction to, and you guys probably just watched it, but hey, we're on time for this one. This one is gonna be hopefully like the start of a good train. Okay, we're gonna be on time posting already reviews for it, and we already watched it, so this is just a review. Okay.
We literally just watched it. Like last time in episode 1, we saw the 2 episodes and then eventually came to do this. We just watched it together.
This is fresh.
Now immediately jumping onto this.
It's fresh. And if you don't know, that's my cat Bella. She's kind of annoying, but yeah. Ratings. Do you want to get a rating for this episode? Out of 10?
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10? That's kind of where I was thinking. I was thinking about 7. I was really debating between a 6.5 and a 7, but like I'm leaning more towards a 7, so I'll give it that right now. Let's start with the first couple minutes, right? The first couple minutes of the show, we were a little bit confused.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna lie to you guys. We spent the first 10 minutes or so just having to backtrack because we're like, "Who's that again? Who's that?" Like, it's all the new characters and the plot. Like, we just had to back up and like get refreshed. Even though we watched the fucking recap and we watched the prior 2 episodes and the prior seasons, but we were still like, who's you? So
I mean, to be fair, this season we only really know just like Matt.
Yeah.
You know?
So that brings me back to one of the points you made last episode, which was like the side characters. How'd you feel about them, right? And we both said we don't really give a fuck, and that really shows because in this first couple minutes, it was all about side characters without like Matt or anyone, and we're like, who are these people? So I thought that was funny that, we brought that up. So like now I'm starting to give a fuck a little more about characters, like Hector, whitetiger.
Honestly,
I give a fuck about Hector, and this episode did that.
I was gonna say, like, this episode kind of, I want to say solidified, because we still have like 6 more episodes to go, but like right now I only really care about the actual superheroes.
Same.
Like, I care about obviously we care about Daredevil, we care about like whitetiger, but like the investigator dude, I'm like, sure, whatever. The other like attorney, I'm like, okay,
Yep.
I don't care. The love interest, I'm like, not caring, but also not even just that. I'm just like, just a regular person, which
She's
I mean,
normal,
it's cool, but there's not really any stakes or anything like that yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's episode 3, so we'll have to let it may be a slow burn, let cook, But I'll tell you, episode 3 was cooking. It did make me care, but like you said, it only made me care about the superheroes so far. So that's kind of, I don't know. Let's see where this goes.
I don't think there was enough Wilson Fisk in this episode.
I think he was in it maybe a total of 5 minutes, like his runtime this episode, which was crazy because they did this thing. They did the thing I told Marvel not to do last episode, and they fucking did it. This episode is shorter than last week's episode and shorter than the first episode. I swear, Disney, if they keep getting shorter, we're gonna have a problem, bro. Oh my god. Next episode is episode 4. I have a feeling someone's coming next episode. Spoilers. Big Bad Punisher, but I think he's coming next episode. If I'm hoping, bro, that episode, whatever episode he's in, if it's not episode 4, if it's 5, that episode better be an hour. I can't get enough of that guy, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Exactly, bro. Like,
no, I hope it doesn't happen because like episode 1 was like 1 hour, episode 2 was 50 minutes, and now we're at 47. And then that's without like including credits. So if you shave off the credits, it's like 40 minutes right there.
So long this time too, right? It felt like a good 10 minutes of credits. Maybe they're always like that, but damn, I was just like, I was looking, I was like, there's so much more time for this episode. What happened? But
Right.
that's what I feel. You know, like Marvel, DC, or not DC, Disney. Please don't make them shorter. Like, keep them at least like 49 minutes. Okay, like please.
Yeah, minimum 45 minutes.
Minimum 45. So
Minimum.
they did, you know, beat that because this was 47, I think. So like they did better, but like I want them to be an hour. Like go back to Netflix, like hour show runtime. You know, pure action, not action, but pure gold. You know, like peak. Like that's it, just peak, right? So. Do you want to talk about the opening? Because I liked the opening, but you, as we were watching it, you really liked it. You said, right? So
Yeah, I don't know. I just I mean, I resonate with him. Like it was like pretty like subtle, pretty like it was just like Matt and Hector having like a little talk about how Hector was talking about kind of like Puerto Rico, the speech there. How birds kind of find it annoying, but like the bird, and just I guess. It was like just a little bit, but it was enough to kind of get me to like him more and resonate with him.
Mm-hmm.
So like fun fact, I don't think I mentioned it last episode.
Oh, fun fact! Fun fact.
His actor, rest in peace, Camaro de los Reyes. He is the voice actor of Raul Menendez, the main antagonist of Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Yeah. That's very nice.
Also, White Tiger. What we were talking about last episode, like for a little bit, is that I guess the current White Tiger in the comics is Ava Ayala, who's his sister. Mm-hmm. But in the comics, Hector Ayala is not only the first White Tiger, but the first like Latino superhero.
Yeah.
Straight up,
and they represent that. They represent that. He got love and like throughout the episode. You know, like it was good. I agree. I'm not sure you noticed this. I didn't point it out until just now, but in the beginning of the episode, the opener, right? Mm-hmm. When White Tiger's Hector's talking about his where he's from and like why he loves it back there, he brings up the birds and their echoing effect and how much they mate for life. The end of the episode, bittersweet, but like they the birds play. You can hear the sounds of the bird like chipping and being birds as the credits play, which I thought was a nice touch. Like a good like full circle for the episode. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
that makes it sound like, oh man, okay, now it kind of makes the ending feel more definitive,
right? Like I really hope it's not, but like because they got 9 episodes of this, so I can only wonder where it goes. So so sad, but gotta move on. So I think the next thing that happens in the episode is just we see the crime that Vanessa is overseeing. It's like with her out of it, it's kind of messy. So there's like people crossing each other and this and that happening. We saw a little of that in the beginning, and then it cuts to the courtroom, and then we get Tori. This motherfucker, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. You are.
Oh, Nick, yeah.
This guy, he's a druggie. Like he works for the cops, and they're beating him down. Hector comes and saves his ass, and then he bails on him, and he can't even stand up in court to be like, nah, I was there. He gets scared from all the cops. Oh, come on, man, come on.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, they're gonna kill me, but it's like, dude, they're probably gonna kill you, like no matter
regardless, what, right? Like, come on, at least help.
They literally came to kill you before you even testified in court.
Yeah, and they were gonna kill you or get on the way, bro. Like on the way to court. Like, come on.
So it's like it's just at that point, dude. Like, come on, you gotta stick up for the dude who saved your ass, because you're gonna die no matter what.
And Matt,
or actually, not even. You might be on witness protection or some shit. Yeah, literally. That was infuriating. That pissed me off.
It was. I had a feeling they were doing it when Matt like zoomed in with his hearing. It was just like you could feel it, bro. You can really feel it.
I like that they're still doing that. They're emphasizing like they're using little camera tricks.
I do love it because it makes it so Daredevil's powers are always active. Like it makes it like visually shows that he's always using his powers, which I love. Because, he is. That's just how he sees and hears and everything. So it's dope to see that. But what are your thoughts on the trial overall?
I liked it, honestly. I mean, it was it was good. There was enough like back and forth that like I wasn't like, oh, and he's gonna be guilty, or oh, he's gonna be innocent. Like I wasn't sure what the answer was gonna be, because there was like a lot of like how at first when he when like when Nikki came to testify, and it was like, okay, yeah, it looks like it might work out. Oh no, it doesn't. And then when he outs like Hector, then you're like, oh, hey, you might, this is crazy, but it might help.
Gotta talk about
then that's when Matt has a whole little talk about oh, he's a hero, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's going well. Then the other guy's like, yeah, you can do good stuff but still be like still do bad stuff, and he definitely did. And it's like, oh, so it was just,
I mean,
basically it kept me going.
Matt was definitely cooking more during the second half of the trial than the first, for sure. And I agree. I thought the courtroom scene, the trial, was pretty good. I'm a sucker for that type of stuff. Law and Order. I do enjoy. Suits. I do enjoy. So seeing like
your favorite movie, Joker 2.
Why would you bring that up, bro? Like, it's literally the worst rated movie I've ever fucking rated. Guys, check out that video over there if you guys want to know what we're talking about. But, oh my god. Anyway, no, I really like this trial, but, like, if Matt was my lawyer, I know I would be furious with him for ratting me out to the court, being like, this man's a white tiger. I would have been like,
yeah,
what? And like,
dude, literally, because I mean, like,
you can tell his wife didn't know, right? Like,
I feel like his wife did know. I think it was a surprise to his family, but I feel like his wife knew and just was very disapproving.
No, because, all right, so hear me out. I don't think she knew, and the evidence showed that they were having family problems, like problems in their marriage and stuff, right? And they're living, like, they have fights all the time. And one of those fights, common, is like, you're probably always out late, you're never home. And why is that? Superhero shit, so like, I think she might have had a feeling he was doing something. I don't think it was this, because when it cuts to Matt revealing his mask and everything, it cuts straight to her, like the wife, and her face is like kind of shocked, like, what? And I get why Hector would be mad, because I would be mad regardless of him like outing my secret, but it seemed like he wanted a secret from his wife, like he was like, she doesn't know type shit,
Damn. Oh, I thought of it completely different. I thought the reason, like, from like last episode, the reason that they were fighting was because she was disapproving of his actions as White Tiger.
As White Tiger, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
I don't think she knew about the house that he was planning to buy.
That was like a sweet.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was just a sweet.
But that was wholesome, very cute. But what's called, when he outed him as White Tiger, I thought just her shock was a shock that it was actually like that he was outed, and then his reaction was because he's like, oh, shoot, there's a big fat target on me and my family's back.
You know what? You could be cooking. Could be right with that. So we'll let the comments decide, like, who's more right, or who's right, who's wrong, what they feel. I feel like I might be wrong now listening to you cook and like speak that. So you might give it to you, but because I'm like replaying it in my head, and it seems more like it went down that way, like overall, And then because like she was tearing up, or like being like emotional during the when all the people he saved went on stand basically and told their story. Yeah. She was like moved by it, and I think that just proves your point more, that she didn't approve of him going out as White Tiger, but now she sees all the good he does as White Tiger, So
exactly, I'm thinking like she probably just thought he was like a vigilante going out and just like maybe not causing havoc, but just like being a dumbass going out and putting his life in danger.
So yeah,
exactly like you said.
I think you got it.
White Tiger, love him,
bro. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. This episode made me like White Tiger more, and then it takes a break after the trial, and we get a very small Wilson Fisk like cameo or whatever, like Vanessa, like you get not a cameo because they're part of the show, so just a small part, I guess, of this episode. But as it was happening, we see that the people from the opening who were doing the truck and trying to one up each other, someone comes in, very business looking, and basically buys them off and tells them, "You guys are working for me now. Let's stop this shit." And one of the guys is like, "I'm not working for the mayor. Like, fuck that guy." And the business boss man is like, "I'm not the mayor." And I told you, I was like, "Oh, I bet that's Vanessa. I bet that's Vanessa." And literally, like 20 seconds later, it's revealed that like Vanessa did it. So I was like, "Yes, sir."
Yeah.
So I'm going to double down a little bit, saying that I think Vanessa now that she's taken over Kingpin's spot, she likes her spot as the female Kingpin, and the Queenpin, yeah, and she doesn't want to give it up, especially now that she has it, and that's why she's like, she does love Fisk, obviously, but now that she has like the top seat, she doesn't want to just give it up and be his lapdog, or I guess just like a pretty thing to look at. I don't know, like be his drive. Now she can be her own person again. So
I was also thinking like it's because like at least right now, like I think she like obviously like what she's doing is not like legal, right? But like she likes that, whereas Fisk now is trying to be all like like by the bug, this and that. And so I feel like part of that is also she's very she disagrees with that. I think she'd probably be much more receptive if he was back to his old Kingpin ways.
But it's weird too, because he says that we need some chaos. Like, so I think he's gonna like cause trouble in the city and fix it as mayor to not only look better as mayor, but just to gain control of the pieces, and just have them all.
Yeah.
So like at the end of like the rebuilding and stuff, he can be like, it's a clean plate now. I cleaned it up. Now they're all lapdogs, So
yeah,
I'm excited to see where Fisk goes this season, because obviously he's not saying good mayor. Like, he's trying.
Yeah.
I love him for trying, but like, go back to breaking
that's like
shit.
saying exactly. It's like saying Matt is done as Daredevil, like actually done. It's like no, we know they're eventually gonna go back.
Exactly.
It's a matter of when and how.
Exactly. It's just a matter of time. And
Yeah.
speaking of that, like this episode, I felt like a lot of people were talking about that, but indirectly. Like Matt was projecting himself in the open.
Oh yeah,
100% to Hector, right?
Yeah.
Being like, I think that you don't like being him anymore. At least a small part of him likes. It's like, okay, Matt.
Yeah.
Stop talking about yourself right now. Or like,
it's like you can do more good outside of the mask. It's like, bro.
It's like, stop projecting it now.
Yeah.
Like, really? And then like you said earlier, the police officer's lawyer, his closing statement when he's like talking, he's like, good people can do bad things. I feel like that whole thing was towards Matt in a way, because he is a good person and he did do a bad thing, and he lets it, like, bad thing slips all the time, right? And that's what he's like fighting with. So I think like a lot of things were just subtly like towards Matt in a way, and I think that's cool.
Yeah. He's catching strays.
Exactly. Left and right, bro. Haymakers.
Yeah. And oh man, and again they also mentioned there's also a Foggy name drop, and now I'm worried that this is becoming more and more permanent. I still think he could be alive, but if they keep this shit going, I'm gonna be mad, bro. I'm gonna be mad.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all if y'all are watching this, bro. I'm still not over Foggy from like at all. So like what they did from episode 1, I'm not over. And then just when I think I'm getting over it this episode, they make us cheers to Foggy, bro. Oh my god, bro. They can't keep getting away with this, bro. Like
I actually think that I think obviously I could be completely wrong, but I think this episode, with the exception of the little wine scene or whatever the drink was, bourbon whiskey scene with Matt and his girl, where I think everything else was all from the original Born Again.
Yeah, so I think
because it was very disconnected.
I think episode 2 and part of episode 1 was the original, and obviously some more was part of the original episode 1. And this episode 2 that we're seeing, or episode 3, was probably episode 2. Like, was some part of episode 2 of the original. That's why they're bringing it up so much, or so close, I guess. So, but damn, I'm just not over it, man. Like, bring him back. I don't care. Bring him. He better be faking. He better be faking that shit right now,
dude. Right? There's still so much of that like original idea that just baffles me too.
Yeah,
They were gonna recast, or they did recast Vanessa
They did. They recasted
until they brought
Vanessa.
the OG actress back.
Yeah, they recasted like everyone, dude. It literally except for
It was-
Matt and like Fizz. They're the only two people they didn't recast.
That would have been such a failure.
Like, bro, how are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
But oh well. And I think one of the not last things, but like we kind of talked about already, but I just want to re-bring it up, is like the white tiger reveal, like to the public, you know? Like, how would you feel? Like, what do you thought about that? Because watching it, I was blown away. I was like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was
there's no
shocked.
way. Because he just spent like episode 2 being like, he can't talk about this. Like,
Yeah.
don't do it. And now that he lost his, his witness, he has to. I get that. But to just do it, like, no question, no asking, just like, you save people before.
If you look at at the thumbnail, that was our honest reaction.
That was our honest reaction to like that moment. I was just like, no way. Yeah. But I was just like,
no, it was insane. I was shocked, but at the same time, like you said, I would be infuriated if I was Hector.
Yeah, bro, I would be like, no way, because like we were talking about this a little bit during the episode, guys. So sorry, but like, if you're a street level hero, like you're not Superman, you're not invulnerable, you can't fly, you can't you can't teleport, like, no, you take the bus just like everyone else if you have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you're human at the end of the day, and like you have a family, you have a wife, you have a kid, you have someone, right? Like someone you care about. Mm-hmm. The secret identity isn't always about protecting yourself. It's like Spider-Man
never
says,
really about that, honestly.
It's always about protecting the ones you care about,
Yeah.
So like, just for the fact, and Matt knows. That's the thing that really pisses me off. He knows, he experienced it, bro. Because he'd be like, as soon as you know my face, you're in danger. Like, you have a target back for the rest of your life. Because like, for now and forever, you're associated with me. You know who I am. Like, and the fact that he's just like, public cameras, news reporters, this guy's White Tiger. Hey, he's White Tiger. He saved people before.
Dude, and then okay, on top of that too, like he's like, oh yeah, the reason why, like, he didn't like he's saying like when Hector was in that train station, he didn't have his magical amulet that gave him his powers.
That's another thing,
it's like,
bro,
you could lie about that. Just say like, because now people, if they're fighting White Tiger, they would know, hey, that amulet that he doesn't even have, that has like right in front of his costume, that's what gives him powers. Let's maybe rip it off and shoot him, like, he could have at least like capped a little and be like, oh yeah, his super suit,
or been like, his suit doesn't have it, or he has a bracelet, or whatever the fuck, bro. But like, you really get ratted out and be like, be like, here's the weakness too. Like, here's his address and his weakness, bro. Like, exactly.
You ask the guy what neighborhood he's in, and right,
public knowledge.
You out his secret identity, and then you say his weakness.
Exactly. So
it's like you're asking him to die for him to get like killed.
And I think that leads straight into the ending of this episode, because what do we see happen, bro? Man gets murked. Man gets murked. He gets point blank blickied, bro.
It was so hype. He's free and everything, and then we see him don the costume, as you see in the thumbnail, and we're like, and then he walks out, boom.
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. Spider and I lied to you earlier. The title, like the thumbnail for this episode, wasn't that moment of the courtroom. It was actually the ending of this scene when he gets blinked. Okay, because that was me. Because I'm not sure if Spider could tell or not, but first time watching it, I watched it like a couple times already. But the first time I watched it, I didn't notice the guy was there until literally the last second, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I was telling you guys this whole time, literally the whole time, like, I'm becoming to be a fan of the White Tiger. I'm liking this character more and more. And then they blink, like, what?
That pissed me off. I was in shock. I wasn't shocked yet. When I was like, okay, I was like, shocked. I saw the guy and I saw him shoot him, and at first I was like, damn. But then I'm like, okay, no, he's gonna come back to life, all right? Like, because I don't really know how his powers work in the comics. I don't read much about him. I'm like, he still had his. They didn't like yank off the amulet. They just shot him when he already was suited up. So I'm like, I'm thinking, oh yeah, so he's just gonna get up like right after that guy walks, and then cuts the credits. I'm like, what the fuck?
It cuts the credits. You see him bleed a little bit. Oh, and then the thing I told you guys earlier, the full circle with the birds playing in the credits, so that might have solidified like he's actually gone. And if he's gone, I hope Matt takes this as another fucking lesson, okay? Because it's his fault he's dead, and I know he's gonna blame himself for it. Even if he lives for the attack, he's gonna blame himself for it, and he fucking should. He fucking should, because sometimes winning the war is not, or winning the battle does not win the war. Okay.
Yeah.
And if that's the consequence of like letting people know that you're White Tiger, like he might have got out of jail, but now he's fucking dead. So does that matter?
Exactly.
Does that matter? Like,
and plus, people could still go after his family too if they want, you know.
And we know who did it, right? It was Kingpin. Kingpin's the one that sent it because he's like, we can't have vigilantes out. I'm gonna take care of the city myself. And he made an example.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought it was one of those cops, those Punisher cops at first.
No, we're about to get to that, but. It was Kingpin because remember he made the call. He was talking. He was talking to what's your name, BB, right?
BB, yeah.
So like, he was like calling her up and made that interview just to interview it, but like definitely behind the scenes, he's the one pulling the strings to be like,
hired someone probably to shoot him. Yeah.
So damn, bro, we lost another one. I was really looking forward to seeing Moose this episode, but.
Yeah,
we haven't seen him yet, so maybe they're cooking with him later, and I hope it's not too soon, like not too far. Like I hope it's not like episode 7, you know?
Yeah.
But
no, for real, they need to like. I want to see as much Muse as I can because he's awesome. Yeah, he's cool.
And then the last thing for this episode I want to talk about is we talked about it just a little bit, but after White Tiger gets blicked, we see the guy who did it, and supposedly. It's the Punisher because it's the big skull and everything, but you guys know me. I'm a Punisher fan. That's not Punisher. That's an imposter. We all know he's being set up, and that's just gonna call out the Punisher, the big bad Punisher, to come out and do some real damage. And whoever's speaking share his name. Ooh, I can't wait to see you get your ass beat. Because once you're on Frank Castle's list, you're pretty much dead, bruh. Oh my
Hopefully
God.
all those cops too that had his tattoo.
Because they're corrupt, bro. And the one thing Frank don't stand for is corrupt cops. No, sir. Frank is a lot of things, but he ain't dirty. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. I hope he comes episode 4. It's still my prediction. You know, my prediction is episode 4. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we know he's coming. We know he's confirmed.
If Hydra's wrong, you have to judge him in the comments.
If I'm wrong, bro, just leave all the dislikes. I swear.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if I'm right, like, comment, share, baby.
Don't forget to subscribe
and sub, obviously. So, I think we should do final reviews, final thoughts of this episode. Cause
I thought it was a good episode. I liked the courtroom scene. I mean, they did a great job at fleshing Hector out and making him like likable enough to where if they actually do kill him off, like, you know, it's really sad, you know.
Yeah.
Especially this is a guy that's only been around for like two-ish episodes.
I agree. Like, I think this episode was beautiful. I gave it a high score, 7, because, you know, they made me care about what's his name, White Tiger, Hector, and then the shocking value they did at the end, what I'm looking forward to. So, like, this episode overall was really good. Like, I didn't have any major bad stuff like I did the first episode, you know, with like the CGI and stuff. I didn't see any of that. So, yeah. Like, the issues I have with this episode are more just like choices instead of like character choices rather than outside forces, you know. So that's always a better type of issue to have, in my opinion, anyways. But I, you know, every week I look forward to the next Daredevil. So this is by far. I'm actually very happy to say this is by far the most anticipated thing I wait to watch every week. You know, like. And I
really more than Invincible?
More than Invincible, more than Solo Leveling, more than all the anime I watch. Like,
damn. Okay, I wouldn't go that far for me.
You think Invincible's on top, don't you?
I do.
Okay,
that's fair. Love it so much.
That's fair. But I don't find myself like waiting for Invincible at midnight to watch it. I was already ready at 6 a.m. to watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there eating my food, and I had Disney Plus on my phone pulled up. I was like, shit, when's this thing about to start? And then my buddy hits me up like, we gotta watch it together. And I was like,
Yeah, I wasn't sure when it came. I thought like last week was only like a special premiere thing, but then so today I'm like, wait a minute, it's been 7 days since Daredevil. Let me search up when it comes out, and it says like, oh yeah, it's gonna be every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Because we're in Pacific time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I got time. I'll watch it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. So, all right, guys, that's the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's a review for episode 3. I really liked it. I think Spider really liked it. Tell us what you guys thought in the comments down below. Spider, do you have anything you want to say before you sign off for us here?
I just want to give a big thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video.